Hey guys, today I want to talk about getting started as far as working out is concerned. Now, this is for people that are um, way overweight or moderately overweight. So if you're like 5 pounds overweight, then you can like skip this video and check out my future videos about getting in shape. But if you're 20, 30 pounds overweight, going all the way up to 100, 200 pounds overweight, then check this video out. This video should help you out and be an easy way of getting started working out and losing weight. So I'm going to break this down into 6 weeks. So your first week, um, you want to just observe your life, how you live it, what things you do during the day, what things you do during the night, how often you eat, what you eat, um, how late you eat, how early in the morning you eat. Uh, like I said, what kind of foods you eat, what kind of foods you don't eat, what kind of things that you drink, what you don't drink. Just you just want to observe your life and pay close attention to what's going on. You don't have to count in calories or anything like that. Just pay attention to your physical activity and the nutrients and food and stuff like that that you put inside your body, the liquids that you put inside your body. That's it. The first week, that's all you gotta pay attention to. 7 days. Just pay attention to how you're living life. Okay. The second week um, is when you start to make the changes. Because if you want any type of change in your life, as far as physical or mentally or educationally or status quo stuff like that, or money or anything, you have to start making sacrifices of you have to make sacrifices of the things that you're doing now to help you achieve your goals that you want to achieve. So after you did the observing for the first week, the second week is going to be about making sacrifices. And that sacrifice initially is going to be in your home. So inside your home, you know what you eat. And this is all about food right now. Inside your home, you know what you eat. And you've been paying attention to it the whole week. This second week, you're going to get rid of all that stuff that you know that's not good for you. Everything that you know not good for you. If you're not sure if it's good for you or not, that's fine. You can keep that. But you know for sure that it's not good for you, you gotta get rid of it. So that means any type of snacks, as far as like cakes, pies, donuts, chips, um, cookies, crackers, get rid of all that stuff. Ice cream, all of it. Give it to a friend, give it to a neighbor, just throw it in the trash. Whatever you want to do, you gotta make sure that you get rid of all that stuff out your refrigerator. Okay? You also want to get rid of juices. That's apple juice, orange juice, grape juice, any type of juice. Even if it's 100% juice, you want to get rid of it. Sodas, get rid of it. Powerade, stuff like that, get rid of it. I would even suggest getting rid of coffee. Teas, you can keep that, but you want to get rid of mostly. You want to get rid of all your soft drinks, all your juices, and you can probably keep a tea or something like that. Okay. After that, you know you're gonna most likely you're gonna have very little stuff inside your house now because you got rid of so much stuff. So now, when you go to the grocery, after you get rid of your stuff, you go to the grocery store, the food market, wherever you want to go, and you have to buy things that you know are good for you. So the things that are good for you are meats that are low in fat. Um, you want to get those. You want to get that's if you eat meat. Fish, if you eat fish. You want to get vegetables. You can get frozen vegetables like bags of frozen vegetables, mixed vegetables, stuff like that, or straight from the produce section. Um, Fruits, you can get whole fruits straight from the produce section, or you can get fruit cups. Try to get fruit cups that are not filled with syrup, but are actually filled with. Now this is it sounds kind of contradictory, but the fruit cups are filled with juice and not syrup. And the reason being is that it's filled with juice, but it's a low amount of juice. Okay, and also you don't want to be chugging a whole bunch of these things because it's basically going to be the same thing as drinking a cup of juice. But if you have 2 or 3, 4 a day, then it's not going to be as bad as sitting down and drinking 2 or 3 cups of juice. Okay. So yeah, you want to get your fruit cups. If you want those, you want regular apples and oranges and pears. Make sure you mix it up. Make sure you get a variety of things. Don't go to the store and just get broccoli. Don't just go and get bananas. Try to get a variety of fruits and a variety of vegetables. Try to get a variety of meats. Try to get varieties of fish. Try to get, if you like dairy, take dairy. If you don't, I would suggest going with almond milk. If you use milk, I would suggest going with almond milk over soy milk. And I'll talk about soy milk in another video. But make sure you bring in nutritious things for you to have. Okay, that's the second week. Get rid of stuff out your house. Bring in stuff that's better for you in your house. That way, when you eat throughout the second week, you're only going to be eating that stuff. Third week is all about you outside of your house. So most people during their lunch breaks and stuff like that, they go to fast food chains, they go to corner stores, they go to basically anywhere they can get some food really fast so they can eat it for lunch, right after work, right before work. You want to try to X out 90% of that. Okay, so I'm sure that most people won't be able to X out 100%. They might have to. I have to stop by this place because I can't get no food anywhere else. I have to stop by this place. Fine, once, fine. But you want to, on this third week, you want to try your best not to go to any fast food place, any corner store, anything of that nature. If you're really hungry, go to a grocery store. You need to fix something, go to a grocery store and pick something up. If you don't want to go to a grocery store, make something in the house, take it in for lunch. That's the third week. Okay, so the first week you're just observing. Second week you're just getting rid of stuff in your house. Third week you're getting rid of the bad stuff outside your house. Okay, so that means you're going to spend most of your time eating your good foods that you brought in on the second week throughout the second and third week. Fourth week, this is where the exercise is coming in. So you finally you check yourself on the scale a couple of times. First week, second week. I like to split my scale checks once a week. So let's say you check the scale second week, third week, lost a couple of pounds, lost a pound, couple of pounds, whatever. The fourth week, you want to start getting physically active because you observed yourself on week 1 of how active you are, and now it's week 4. You want to get more active than you was then. So week 4 is all about getting active, and also one of the most important things is getting some sleep. So if you're, I would say, 50 pounds and over above your weight that you're supposed to be, based off the the BMIs and all that. If you're 50 pounds up and higher, I would suggest walking, and that consists of walking for about 30 minutes a day. And you want to try to do this every single day. No breaks. No breaks. No, I'm going to take off this day. I feel like doing it. Just walk every day. And you can just walk around the block for 30 minutes. It might get boring walking around the block over and over again. People might look at you crazy, but Walk around the block, walk around the neighborhood, walk to the nearest park, walk around a reservoir, something like that. Do it for 30 minutes every single day. If you want to walk up hills, that's fine. Depending on your physical fitness, 50 pounds and over your weight, um, you can walk on a flat plane or you can walk up a hill, gives you extra effort. But even if you walk up a hill and it gets you more tired than you normally would be, still go for the 30 minutes. So if you're not gonna be able to make it 30 minutes going up hills and stuff like that, don't do the hills. Just do a super flat surface, walk for 30 minutes. If you're below 50 pounds, 49 pounds and below, and you're getting down to about like 10 pounds overweight, and you've been physically active before, excuse me, then I would suggest doing jogging or biking or swimming or playing some type of sport. If you're like into basketball, volleyball, or tennis or whatever. Um, uh, Stair climbing, stuff like that. You want to do that. A person that's doing those things, you want to do those for about 20 minutes and do it about four times a week, so you can have some breaks in between. Um, 4 times a week for 49 pounds and under, doing stuff like that. That way, you get physically active, and that way your body is going to be using more energy than it used to use in week one, so that you can use more weight. You're going to be doing week four's exercises for 3 weeks. So this gets you up to the 6th week. So for week 4, 5, and 6, you're going to be exercising either walking 7 days a week or doing something else like jogging or jump roping or swimming or climbing stairs 4 times a week. During those 4 weeks, well, during the 2nd week on to the 6th week, there's going to be a couple of things you really want to do. First, like I said before, sleep. You want to try your best after observing how you were sleeping in the first week. If you're not making 8 hours of sleep or close to 8 hours of sleep, because everybody doesn't need 8 hours of sleep. Some people need 7. Rare chances somebody might need 6. But if you're not getting enough sleep and you're waking up tired every day, then these two from week 2 to week 6, you want to really focus on getting some sleep. So that means that you're gonna have to make sacrifices on whatever you like to do after work or before work, or whatever you're doing in the day that's stopping you from being able to sleep. So if that is staying up watching TV, you're gonna have to cut your TV time short. If that's I don't want to sound bad about it, but if that's staying up playing with your kid, that means you need to play with your child earlier in the day so you can go to sleep earlier. If that's because your kid's staying up too late, you need to put your kid to sleep earlier and try to stay asleep later. I mean, go to sleep earlier. Now, this is going to be definitely, I understand it's going to be definitely hard for somebody that has a newborn or something like that, where it's basically impossible to control the kid to get them to sleep. They're going to be waking up all times of the night. But you're going to try your best, knowing how your child is, paying attention to how, their patterns. Try your best to get as much sleep as you possibly can every day. Trying to go for 8 hours, 9 hours, stuff like that. Next is water. Water, I said earlier, I said sleep is most important. I would put water ahead of that. Okay, water should be 95% of what you're drinking all the time. I would even go with 100%. Now that depends on how you observed yourself in the first week. If you was drinking water at 10% of the time, then it's going to be hard for you to work your way up to 100%. But once you got rid of all those juices and stuff like that, water all the time. You want to be drinking water. If you want to drink some tea, fine. Like I said before, I don't suggest any coffee or any like Red Bulls and stuff like that. but water is very important. Water and sleep, they help regulate your body. They help keep you active, keep you focused, um, keeps you with energy, helps regulate your temperature, stuff like that. And water is very, very, very important for just living and also for losing weight and being physically fit. So throughout these weeks, focus on getting your sleep, getting some water, um, and exercising those week 4, 5, and 6, and getting rid of all the stuff that's holding you back week 2, and bringing in things that you need in week 2 and 3. Bringing in things you need week 2 and 3, getting rid of all the things that mess you up through week 2 and 3. Okay, so that gives you 6 weeks of 6 weeks of observing and transforming your state as of right now. There's a couple of things that you don't need during these weeks, and you shouldn't really focus on them because picking up the habit is the most important thing as of right now. You want to pick up the habit. So you don't need exercise buddies. If you can find somebody that's going to actually help you, fine. But don't rely on the exercise buddy, especially in the beginning, especially when you're just trying to get motivated, because you're still in the habit of not doing these things. So it's easy to go back to what you're used to than it is to keep going in a direction that you're not used to. So if there's some way to make an excuse so that you can go back to what you're used to, then it's more likely that you'll go back there. So that's why I suggest no exercise buddy. You don't need to buy no equipment. Okay, you don't need to spend no money as far as equipment is concerned. The only thing you spend money on is stuff that you need to stay alive with. It's just food, and that's it. You don't need no gym membership. You can just forget about that, unless, like I said before, unless you're like physically active already. Right? I mean, unless you're like previously physically active, and you know the ropes, you already had a gym membership or something like that, and you need somewhere to go swimming because you really like to go swimming, and before this point you were swimming a lot, or you really need to hop on the treadmill, and before this point you were on treadmills a lot, stuff like that, then fine. But other than that, you don't need no gym, you don't need no equipment, you don't need to count calories. Don't even worry about your calories at this point. Don't even worry about it. You don't need no physical trainer, none of that stuff. Okay? The reason I say that you don't have to worry about your calories is because when you start eliminating the things that you were eating that you know was not too good for you, you're already gonna reduce your calories. So even if, let's say right now you're eating 6 times a day different foods, and then you go to week 2, you get rid of all that stuff, you bring in all the good stuff, and you start eating 8 times a day, okay? You would still most likely lose weight doing that than worrying about your calories at this point. Because at this point, you are taking in too much, and you're taking in the wrong things, which is too much of the wrong stuff. And once you start eliminating that, you'll start losing weight anyway. So that's about it. Just make sure that you really pay attention to what you're doing. First week is really important to pay attention to how you live your life and what needs to change, because the 2nd through 6th week are all focused on those things that you learned about yourself. Your eating habits, the types of food that you eat, how much sleep you're getting, what kind of things you're drinking, how much water are you taking in, how physically active you are throughout the day. That means, like, do you park as close as possibly you can to where you're trying to get to? Do you walk upstairs, or are you always catching the elevator? stuff like that. If you have to walk to a store to get food, do you always send somebody else to go get that food, or do you go yourself? You know, you gotta pay attention to all of that, and make sure you incorporate that what you've learned into week 2 through week 6. So that's it. I hope this helps you. Let me know in the comments below what happened throughout the 6 weeks. I'm sure it's going to take a while, you know, and throughout all the weeks, just let me know how things are going, how you're feeling. If you got any more questions, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe so you can see more videos like this or exercise routines or anything like that. And share this video if you have people that you feel like could benefit from this. And that's my phone. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.